Welcome to another day of practice trading with me. So on this day, I can see that we had a big downturn and then we're kind of making our way back up, but we look more or less flat recently. So let's see what's happening. Okay, we're very, very flat and we are in a trading range that is very tiny, a very narrow trading range, at least lately. I would maybe call it something like that. There's a couple of overshoots, but I mean, that is just a tiny trading range. Let's see what 5.5. Did I already do this? I can't remember. Did I already do this day? I'm gonna have to check. But do not want to be trading in this range. I think I did do this day recently because this looks familiar. We're gonna go through it and then I'll probably pick another day. Okay, so we are exiting this. Yeah, this is all coming back to me. I'm pretty sure I've done this, but we're gonna practice it again. Coming out of a trading range. Maybe this is a trend that's starting. We might be able to. Yeah. So we appear to be starting an upward trend out of this trading range. That one did good, but then it came back down. Okay, so we've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bars now in this trading range, or in this breakout from this trading range. This is now making me start to wonder if I just want to enter, even though it's not like a great place to enter in that my risk is low, or, you know, like how you want to buy low and sell high. It's not a low place to enter, but it might just be one of those places that I want to be entered, because if we're just going to keep going up, 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 then I'm going to say, I wish I would have entered. So let's go ahead. And so one of the things that Albrook says is that if you are looking at the charts and you have the thought, man, I wish I would have entered earlier, then you should probably just go ahead and enter wherever you are. And so seeing 5 in a row has me thinking, man, I wish I would have entered earlier. So we'll try. And since the risk is so low, we really, I mean, I don't know. Let's just leave it as that. That's a really big risk to reward ratio. But let's see what happens. Nope. Immediately lost. Okay, that's fine. I only lost 4. Oh, hold on. I only lost a little tiny bit. And then immediately. So if I had set my stop loss lower, we would have been okay. And to be safe, you really should set your stop loss at the beginning of the trend. So this would have been the most safe stop loss. It's just I don't like having that huge of a stop loss. So this is what you get when you have a smaller stop loss. You get stopped out. But looks like we are still in this trend. Let's see. Okay, that's a doji, so that's looking like we're not sure if we're still in this trend. Okay, so something different is happening. We have broken this upward trend, and now we appear to be coming back down towards this trading range. Maybe we are going to have a bigger trading range now. Okay, so we came down, and this one looks like we want to go back up again, this bar. It's a reversal bar. So maybe the bottom of this trading range is still down here, but maybe the top is going to be more up here. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, that's like, so we wicked off the bottom of this trading range, and we have a double bottom, or micro double bottom, what I would consider, where the two bodies are very, very close in the same spot. So I'm going to try to enter long here. I'm going to put my stop loss below there. And I'm going to leave that right there, because that would be going back to the same spot. Now, a 1.59 is a little bit low of a risk to reward ratio. But I feel okay with it. Okay. I should not feel okay with it. All right, there's another loss. That's okay. It's an 11. So we have 11 plus 4, 15. I think that was a 4. No, that was a 3.5. Close to 15. Okay. Oh, now we're coming down even lower. Okay, let's draw some new lines. That's what we appear to be doing. Let's see what this line does. Nope. We broke through that line, so we appear to be coming back up. Not yet. All right, let's look at this. I think we might have the start of some kind of trend channel. Yeah, I believe. Okay, now this is the point where I start feeling okay about things. Like life is starting to make sense again. Now that I have a trend channel that I can see. Now I know where to enter, where to exit. So I start to feel good about entering. And this seems like a pretty decent spot to enter. Why? Because we are touching that bottom line, which what I think is the bottom line. I'm not exactly sure. And this looks like a pretty solid reversal bar. The only thing that would make me happier with this reversal bar is if there was no upper wick. But, you know, we can't have everything that we want. So this is not a great risk to reward ratio. It's not. Yeah. Okay. It's not a great risk to reward ratio. And because I am in a downward trend and I'm attempting to trade against this downward trend, I'm not going to take that low of a risk to reward ratio. If I was trading with the trend, I might, because we might like overshoot it. But I'm not going to do it right there. Okay. Now I feel confident about this one too. This one's a micro double bottom, but it's pretty much entering very close to the same spot I was before. And I have less of a risk to reward ratio, so we can't take that one. Just looking for a spot that I could enter. But this is kind of, I don't know, we're doing some choppiness here. We're just like going up and down, up and down, up and down. So, okay. Now we have made it back up to the top of this bar, trend channel, or trend line. So let's see what we do now. Okay. Let's see. I feel like I could enter here because we are at the top. We're going to go down more. I could put a stop loss there. And I feel really good about that. I could do 2. Okay. And this sort of looks like a micro double top. See how they're almost equal? That seems decent to me. Oh my gosh. All right. That's another loss. And that's a 10 loss. Okay. So we are no longer in this trend channel. And maybe we never were to start with, but what time is it? 8:30. See, I should have been paying more attention to the time. Because from about 8:30 until 9:30, things just go crazy. I'm just going to hurry up and get to almost at 9:30. Okay, so we ended up having a really big reversal, like right about here, I would say. That's sort of our micro double bottom. And since then, we've been going up. All right, so I'm going to copy this down and start over on a new day. That was 11. So 10 plus 11, 21. I don't understand why. Okay, then 21, 22, 23, 24.75. Okay. Okay. That's okay. We're starting a new day. We're starting over fresh. What day was this? This was Monday the 15th. So we're coming over here. And we're going to Tuesday. 6 o'clock. Here we go. All right. So on this day, to start off with, we went up. We kind of went sideways. We came up and down for a bit. But the most recent trend we had was an uptrend. So let's mark that possibly. And possibly maybe something like that. Okay, so now that I see a channel, I know that I only want to be buying at this bottom line and I only want to be selling towards this top line at or very close to. And or if we seem to be breaking the trend, one of the trend lines. And so right now we're just kind of in the middle of things. Okay, we're getting down to that bottom. Okie dokie. So we have come close to the bottom and this looks like a micro double bottom. Now, the only thing that makes me nervous about this is because we came close to the bottom but did not touch the bottom, I'm afraid of us going up a little bit and then coming back down again to like fully touch this. So knowing that, if I enter here, I will probably have like put my stop loss a little bit lower than this. So let's try it. Or, I mean, the other option is to just wait for a second entry. That's probably a good idea, but I guess I'm just being impatient. Okay. Let's see. Okay, yep, we're coming closer to that. Yep, now we had a full touch, so I feel confident that now we would go up. Well, maybe. Maybe slowly. Uh-oh. So at this point, I'm starting to worry. And I'm starting to worry because we're doing a bunch of stuff that is not what I want to see at the bottom of the trend channel. Yeah, so first we were just like hugging that bottom of that trend channel line, and now we have closed below it. And I mean, we are definitely closing below the channel. And where am I right now? I am basically at break even. So I would close out right there. I'm done. I don't want to risk it any further, risk having a bigger loss. And I mean, it's very possible that we go back up again, but this is just risky. So let's see. Okay. Well, that was a 7:30. That's a little bit early for that, but I don't know. So I am glad that I closed out there, because although we did start going up, look at how low this bottom wick was, and that would have definitely made me stop out of this trade. So let's see what else happens. Okay, so I do think that this trend channel still appears to be at least somewhat in play. It might have kind of changed a little bit, but I think more or less. And we're going to draw like a new little trend line right here. Okay. Okay, so now I'm thinking that it's no longer in play, because we have come below what I thought was this new trend line, and we've closed below it. Now we did try to go lower, but we could not make it. Okay, so what if we looked at a trend line like that? Okay. What if I say this one is no longer in play? So I'm kind of ignoring that one now. We are still making higher highs, it appears. And we are still making higher lows. But if this is my new channel, I don't really want to be buying here. I'm too close to the middle. Okay. Now I'm at the bottom of that channel. Okay. And once again, I'm at the same spot as I was. Okay. We're going up, but I'm also getting close to the 8:30 time. So I don't really want to buy here because I'm in the middle of the channel. But I really need to I need to try to get in a trade before 8:30. And I feel like this is a not very smart play, but I'm going to do it anyways. Okay. So that would have made me 19.5. Now, why did I take that even though it was basically a 1-to-1 risk to reward ratio? Well, first, because I knew that 8:30 was coming up. And when we have 8:30, we're normally going to have more volume and more volatility. So we're going to go like further in whichever direction we're going. And it looked like we're going in the upward direction. I felt confident that we were going upward, and I wanted to try to catch the like volatility and the volume of 8:30 so that I could be done with trading for the day. Does that make sense? Because this one was basically a break even. It was only 1 point, so that doesn't count for me. And I'm trying to hit my goal. And so at that point, I would be done trading. I would just take that profit and be done. That was 19.5 plus 1. So 19.5 plus 1 times 20, that would have been 410. So I'm plenty happy with that amount. Now, this day was like I would say it was a weirder day to trade. I definitely had more difficulty finding entries than I typically do. And I don't know exactly what caused this really giant volatility spike. I don't know if there was a release of some kind of news on that day, but that definitely makes the day a little bit harder. Anyway, that's it for that day. Thanks for trading with me, and I'll see you next time.